My child, if you ignore me now, I will ignore you forever. These words just made your heart skip a beat. Good. That means you are still alive enough to feel eternity pressing against this moment. In exactly 7 seconds, you are going to understand why your guardian angel broke protocol to ensure you would hear this today. They used their once-in-existence emergency override, because what happens in the next 22 minutes determines whether heaven responds to you tomorrow. Stop whatever else you are doing. That notification can wait. That thought telling you this is just another message is a lie from forces that know your destiny hinges on these next moments. 3 people were chosen to receive this frequency today. 2 have already scrolled past. You are the 3rd. You are the last chance. If you leave now, this opportunity transfers to someone else in exactly 90 seconds, and you will not get another divine interruption like this for 7 years. You felt that shift just now, did you not? That strange heaviness in your chest. That unexplainable knowing that something massive is happening in realms you cannot see. Your spirit recognizes what your mind is still processing. This is not coincidence. This is divine intervention breaking through 7 layers of spiritual interference to reach you at the exact moment when everything can still change. Hit the like button right now. This is not about helping a video. This is your spiritual agreement that you are ready to stop taking me for granted. Do it before you hear another word. Let me tell you what you do not know. 12 hours ago in heaven's courtroom, your name was called, not whispered, shouted. The accuser had built a case against you. 7 years of documentation. Every moment you chose comfort over calling. Every time you said tomorrow instead of today. Every prayer you stopped mid-sentence because Netflix seemed more interesting. The evidence was damning. The judgment was about to be sealed. But then your guardian angel did something unprecedented. They invoked the mercy clause, the one that can only be used once per human lifetime. They presented counter-evidence. They showed heaven the battles you fought that no one saw, the tears you cried at 3 a.m., the times you almost gave up but kept breathing. And in that moment, heaven paused. The gavel stopped mid-air, and I spoke 4 words that changed everything. Give them one more chance. That chance is now. This moment, these words, you are not just another person trying to make it through life. You are carrying something so dangerous to darkness that 12 demons have been assigned to keep you distracted, comfortable, and mediocre. They know what you do not. If you ever fully wake up to who you really are, if you ever surrender to what I placed inside you, their entire stronghold over your bloodline collapses. You think you have been tired lately because of work or stress. You have been tired because every night you have been fighting in spiritual realms. Your spirit has been wrestling against principalities that want to abort your purpose. That is why you wake up exhausted. That is why your dreams feel like battles. That is why peace eludes you. You have been at war, but I knew. I have watched every battle. I have seen every wound. I have counted every tear. The books of heaven contain 43,000 entries about your struggles. That is not random. That is the exact count as of this moment. 43,000 times heaven has documented your pain, your faithfulness, your refusal to give up even when giving up seemed like the only logical option. Even when everyone else would have walked away, you kept showing up. Even when faith seemed foolish, you kept believing. And now heaven is ready to respond. Now heaven is ready to move on your behalf. But only if you stop taking me for granted. You live in a world that has trained you from childhood to treat me like a backup plan. Like emergency insurance you hope you never need to use. Like a cosmic vending machine you approach only when you need something and ignore the rest of the time. You have been programmed to believe I am distant, waiting in heaven, occasionally interested in human affairs when I feel like paying attention. But that is the greatest lie hell ever sold. I am not distant. I am so close that every breath you take is borrowed from my lungs. Every heartbeat is sustained by my rhythm. Every thought you think passes through my awareness first. I am nearer than your own heartbeat. I am more present than your next breath. You take me for granted because you have forgotten who I really am. You have reduced me to religion, to Sunday morning, to crisis management. But I am the God who spoke galaxies into existence with a whisper. I am the God who holds atoms together by the force of my will. I am the God who knows the number of hairs on your head And that number changed this morning when you brushed your hair. 3 fell out. I counted them. Yet you live as if I am optional. You wake up and check your phone before checking with me. You plan your day without consulting the one who holds tomorrow in his hands. You have gotten so comfortable with my patience that you have mistaken it for approval. You have confused my silence with absence. You have interpreted my mercy as weakness, but I am about to show you who I really am. Remember King Saul? I chose him when he was nothing. I anointed him when he was hiding. I gave him victory after victory when he had no experience. But success made him forget the source of his strength. Power made him trust his own judgment over my explicit word. He edited my commands to fit his comfort level. He offered partial obedience and called it worship. When confronted by my prophet, he justified himself with excuses. He feared people's opinions more than my presence. He valued human approval more than divine favor. So I removed my hand. My spirit departed from him. His story ended in madness and death, consulting witches and dying by his own sword. Not because I stopped loving him, but because he stopped recognizing me as Lord. He took my presence for granted until it was gone forever. That could be your story. It is already becoming your story. Every day you choose everything else over me. You write another chapter of spiritual decline. Every moment you silence my voice. You build walls between us. Walls I will not force through. I gave you free will not to destroy yourself, but to freely choose to love me. But you have been choosing everything except me. You pray when desperate. You read my word when bored. You worship when you feel like it. You serve when convenient. But I am not a part-time God, and I will not accept part-time devotion. I am not interested in your leftovers. I want your first fruits. I want your best hours, not your exhausted minutes. I want your heart's throne, not a corner chair. The world has taught you to treat me casually, to approach me without reverence, to speak my name without weight, throwing it around like common vocabulary. But I am holy. I am the God before whom angels cover their faces, crying, "Holy, holy, holy," without ceasing for all eternity. I am the God whose presence makes mountains melt like wax and seas part like curtains. I am the God whose glory is so intense that no human can see my face and live. Moses asked to see my glory, and I told him no man can see me and live. Yet you approach me like I am your buddy, your genie waiting to grant wishes, your backup plan when everything else fails. You have lost the fear of the Lord, and in losing that, you have lost wisdom's beginning. You have lost the foundation of understanding. But even now, even after all your casual dismissal, even after years of treating me as optional, my love for you burns with an intensity that would incinerate you if you felt its full force. That is why I filter it. That is why I measure it out in portions your humanity can handle. But do not mistake that measured grace for lack of passion. I am jealous for you with a jealousy that makes human emotion look like shadows compared to sunlight. I want you with a wanting that preceded your existence. I chose you before Earth's foundations were laid. Your name was on my lips before your parents thought of it. Before the universe existed, I knew you. Before time began, I wanted you. That is how deep my love runs for you. But tonight, right now, heaven is offering a reset. Not because you deserve it, not because you have earned it, but because I love you with a love that makes no sense to human logic. I love you knowing everything you have done. I love you knowing every time you will fail in the future. I love you anyway, but love requires response, and your response has been absent too long. Type 777 in the comments right now. These 3 numbers are not magic. They are not a formula. They are your agreement with heaven. They are your declaration that you are done taking me for granted. They are your signature on a spiritual contract that says from this moment forward, I choose God first. Not eventually, not when convenient, but first. When you type those numbers, documents in heaven get stamped. Resources held in escrow get released. Angels on standby get activated. Miracles scheduled for someday get moved to now. Let me tell you about 3 people who stood where you stand. Now James from Detroit received this message 3 weeks ago. He almost scrolled past. Something made him stop. He typed 777 with trembling hands. Within 72 hours, the job he had been rejected from called back. They had made a mistake. He started last Monday at double the salary, but that was not the real miracle. He started waking up at 5:55 to meet with me, and for the first time in his 43 years, he heard my voice clearly. Everything changed. Maria from Brazil ignored this message 6 months ago. She felt the conviction but thought she had time. Last month, everything she had built collapsed. The business, relationship, health, all crumbled within 3 weeks. She sent a message yesterday wishing she had listened. She is starting over now, but she lost 6 months of destiny she can never get back. Time is not renewable. Grace has seasons. David from London typed 777 with tears streaming. He had been planning to end his life that night. The pills were ready. The note was written. When he typed those numbers, heat flooded his chest. Actual physical warmth. He called the suicide hotline instead. Today, 3 months later, he counsels others. He says typing 777 saved his life. But it was not the numbers. It was the obedience. It was finally saying yes to me instead of yes to despair. Right now, heaven is watching, not casually observing. Intently watching, the angels assigned to you are holding their breath. The cloud of witnesses is leaning forward. All of heaven is waiting to see what you will do. Will you treat this like every other message you have heard? Will you feel something for a few minutes then? Go back to business as usual? Or will you recognize that this is the moment heaven has been preparing for years? Your mother has been praying for you. Even if she has passed on, her prayers are still active in heaven's courts. Those prayers have been building pressure, waiting for you to align with them through obedience. Your breakthrough is not just about you. It is about every prayer warrior who has stood in the gap. It is about the generational blessing waiting to flow through you. It is about the lives you are supposed to impact once you are walking in purpose instead of pain. But none of it happens if you keep taking me for granted. None of it manifests if you treat this as another motivational moment. Heaven has done everything except override your free will. The stage is set. The resources are released. The angels are positioned. The breakthrough is hovering. But you have to reach for it. You have to choose it. You have to act on it. Then share this message with exactly 3 people. Not your entire contact list, 3 specific people. You already know who they are. Their faces just flashed in your mind. One has been crying themselves to sleep. One is about to make a decision that will destroy their destiny. One has been wondering if I have forgotten them. You are about to be the answer to their secret prayer, but only if you obey. The portal that opened when you started reading closes in 60 seconds. Not metaphorically. Literally, the spiritual frequency that allowed this message to break through is about to shift. Once it closes, it will not open again for 7 years. 7 years of wondering what could have been. 7 years of knowing you had a moment and missed it. 7 years of watching others walk in the blessing that could have been yours. Or right now, you can change everything. You can stop the cycle. You can end the pattern of treating me as optional. You can begin the journey I have been calling you to since before you were born. You can step into the version of yourself that heaven sees. You can become dangerous to darkness and radiant with light. You can shift from survivor to thriver, from forgotten to favored, from broken to breakthrough. But you have to choose now, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. Not later. Later is a lie. Now, this second. This breath, this heartbeat. Choose me now, and I will reveal myself to you in ways that will make your past relationship with me look like shadows. Choose me now, and watch heaven invade your circumstances with power that makes impossibility bow. Choose me now, and experience what it feels like to be fully alive, fully loved, fully known, and fully empowered. I am not playing games. I am not using manipulation. I am telling you the truth that hell has been hiding. You are one decision away from everything changing. You are one moment of obedience away from breakthrough. You are one act of surrender away from the life you were created to live. But the window is closing. The moment is passing. The opportunity is fading. And if you let it pass, you will join countless millions who had their moment and missed it. The countdown has started. 30 seconds remain. Your destiny is waiting. Your breakthrough is hovering. Your miracle is ready to be released. Heaven is watching with anticipation. Hell is trembling with fear. Angels are poised for your decision. 20 seconds. This is your moment. This is your divine interruption. This is your burning bush. This is your road to Damascus. This is your upper room. 10 seconds. Type 7, 77, share with 3. Choose me over everything else. 5 seconds. Everything changes now. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the beginning of everything you have been waiting for. The portal is sealed. The contract is signed. The angels are moving. Now watch what happens next. Your life will never be the same. It has already begun.